This is the practice to begin to reclaim our divine inheritance, because life is never holding anything back from us. We hold ourselves back from life. Life is not happening to us, it has to happen through and as us. So whatever's missing in our life, and I mean ever, is what we're not giving, what we're not allowing to circulate from us, through us, and as us. The divine inheritance is that which we brought with us, that which is innately and infinitely and eternally within us. It's who and what we really are. The great promise of all the great scriptures of the world, the great master teachings, within us is everything that we could ever need, want, or hope for to truly be all that we were meant to be. The love, the peace, the joy, the beauty, the abundance, the health, the wealth, the wisdom. Everything has been given to us, just like everything that is necessary for a seed to grow in nature. It's in the seed, and it's in the soil, and it's in the field. And when that seed has the right conditions, it receives everything it needs to become all that it was meant to be. The divine inheritance is already here. But the question is, how do we claim it? How do we get access to it? How do we unlock it? And especially, how do we do that in the midst of crisis, in the midst of challenge, in the midst of loss, in the midst of chaos and turbulence? As I have been talking about recently and have just recently come back to speak to you about, I went through a great tragedy. I'm still experiencing the tragedy of the loss of my son, the love of my life, the light of my life, my precious boy. The only reason I'm able to speak and to speak from my heart and to speak with an open, undefended heart is because of what I want to talk to you about today, and what I've been talking to you about recently is the way to be with crisis, challenge, loss, both personally, in relationship, in your family, in your community, and in the world. And how to be with it so that on the other side of it, you don't become more bitter, more scared, more resentful, more broken and broken down. Your channels don't shrink and become calcified so that less life can move through you, and you end up stagnating in your life, or parts of your life become a swamp. We want to not go that direction, but without an understanding of what's happening and an understanding of how to be with our fears, doubts, challenges, losses, crises, and pain, that's often what occurs. There's a breakdown, there's a shutdown, there's a closing down, there's a shrinking of our capacity, and now less life can move through us. Less love, less joy, less peace, less inspired ideas, less creativity. And the result is our life isn't blossoming. And when a branch stops blooming, what happens? It gets pruned. As the Gospel of Thomas says, if you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. Meaning the life force can't get out, so it wreaks havoc. It becomes destructive. But if you bring forth what is within you, what you do bring forth will save you. Because that means you're letting life flow through you. You're remaining an open vessel and an open channel and an open branch of the tree of life for life to keep being life, to keep circulating, to keep growing itself and manifesting its glory through you as the unique fruits of your branch or tree, as the unique blueprint of your existence. And those are only two choices: to choose life and let life live you and love you and support you and fulfill itself as you, according to your unique pattern, or choose not life, meaning to close up, shut down, protect, save, hold on. You shrink, you stagnate, the flow of life becomes a dribble and a trickle, and then a swamp, and then death ensues, whether it's literal death or the death of parts of you, the stagnation and diminishment. And you may be walking around looking like you're alive, but you really are a zombie. Your relationship has become a zombie. Your work has become a zombie. Your body is becoming zombified. Your creative love is zombified. That's why we have so many zombie movies and TV shows. It's a metaphor for what's happened and what happens as a culture moves into decadence or decadence, because it stopped serving life. It stopped serving the source of life itself, and it's instead only worshiping the forms of life and trying to hold on, control, manage, manipulate the deck chairs on the Titanic, but it's going down. And often the beginning of the crumbling of an empire, the beginning of the decadence, the decay of a society, of a relationship, of anything, you don't see it right away unless you're looking for it, until it's too late, until the system breaks down, until the channels just fail completely. We want to have a practice both to restart the channels, to turn the swamp into an oasis again, to open up the arteries of our life so that flow is happening again. But we also want to have a practice so that we never have to get hardening of the arteries, hardening of the heart, hardening of our heart, hardening of our spirit. This is the practice to begin to reclaim our divine inheritance, because life is never holding anything back from us. We hold ourselves back from life. Life is not happening to us, it has to happen through and as us. So whatever's missing in our life, and I mean ever, is what we're not giving, what we're not allowing to circulate from us, through us, and as us. That's the only place we need to keep serving and honoring, is our inner yes, our inner source, our inner spark, and serve that. That is the divine feminine. That is the source, and at its root, it is chaotic. It is pure, wild, creative life. The masculine is the structure, and it's a dance between the two. But we don't serve structure and form first. We serve life first. We serve love first. We serve our truth first. And then we create the forms and structures that support it. Whatever you're facing right now, maybe it's the breakdown of a relationship. It's the shattering of some dream. It's the breakdown of a job or your economic situation or your physical situation. It's the loss of a loved one or the loss of an opportunity or the loss of innocence, which many of us are going through. That's a shattering of a structure or a form that you believed was your source of life or love or opportunity or safety or security. The form of your job, the form of your money, the form of your body, the form of your relationship. Love, support, security, power, worth, confidence. We've put all of these into the forms. We've made graven images and false idols, and then we worship them. We worship the economy. We worship our job. We worship our partners. And I don't mean in the good sense. We worship the forms of life, and we've cut ourselves off from life itself. So when the form shatters, it breaks, it seems like we've lost something. And it seems like we have less. And then unless we understand what's really happening, we either cling to the memory of the form, as in trauma, as in grief and regret or resentment. We're still in our mind living, even though it's gone in the other form, and we're clinging to it. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Why can't that come back? Why can't he come back or she come back? Why did they do that so wrong? Why? Why me? Why them? Why this? So we're clinging, even though it's gone. It's happened. Or we are extending into a future which doesn't exist and going, if only this would happen, or if only I could do that, or if only I could get that, if only I could change that into that, then I'll have the love, the joy, the peace, the abundance, the safety, security. Or the form in front of us that is falling apart or that is needing to be we're holding on, we're clinging, we're manipulating, we're controlling, and saying, if I can just control this, then I'll still have love, I'll still have joy, I'll still have security, support, safety. Or if I can just control this, I won't lose the love, the security, the safety, the support. So that's living in the simulation of the mind, the past, the future, or the present conditions, which is memory, fantasy, and imagination. And we're holding on to it, whether it's a mental form, or a physical form, or an emotional form. And we're cutting ourselves off from life itself and instead worshiping idols of life forms. When that's happening, when you're experiencing a loss or a crisis, what you want to do instead, if you want to be connected to life, to the real source of your divine inheritance, is you want to pray the prayer, more than I want to fix, change, heal, manipulate, manage, or control this. I want to know the truth that makes me free. I want to have an ever deeper connection of the source, the real source of my life, the real source of creation. I want to be an instrument of life and of love, of truth, more than I want to fix, change, heal, control, manipulate, or maneuver or navigate with conditions, more than I want to save my life. I want to lose my life for the sake of the higher truth within me, the Christ, the Buddha, the Atman, the Tao. More than I want to hold on to anything, control anything, fix, change, or heal anything. I want to wake up to the thing that never dies, to the thing that I can never lose, to the divine source of all creation. And I want to be an instrument of it. I want to wake up. I want to feel it. I want to live and move and have my being in it. So that's the start. Some version of that prayer or intention, which is another way of saying what Jesus said. Stop taking thought for your life. Stop taking anxious thought for tomorrow. Stop worrying about how you're going to get this or get rid of that or heal this or add that. Instead, seek first the kingdom of heaven, which he said was within you. Seek first the kingdom of heaven within you, and all of those things will be added unto you. They're the byproducts. Those are the symbols of life. They're not life itself. Life itself, real love, the real meat, wine, water, and bread of life is within you. It's spiritual substance. It's the substance of your consciousness. It's that pure connection to life itself, the qualities of love, peace, joy, beauty, and abundance, not the forms of love, peace, joy, beauty, and abundance. Abundance is a quality of your being. It's not dollar bills. Love is a quality of your being. It's not in that person. Joy is a quality of your being. It's not in that condition. But when you're living and activating love, peace, joy, and abundance, it manifests as the fruit or the symbol or the form of those qualities, called dollars and people, principalities and princes, cabbages and kings, stocks and bonds. And there's nothing wrong with the symbols. They're beautiful. It's like a work of art. It's a symbolic expression of something real. It's not the real thing. A photograph, a symbolic expression of something real. It's not the real thing. The menu is not the food. The map is not the territory. Nothing that you can touch, taste, measure is the real thing. It's an expression. It's a relative perception and projection of the infinite perfection. The real thing is inside of your being. Real life, real love, real health, real wealth, real joy, real peace, real power, real confidence. These are spiritual qualities of your being. These are the treasures stored up in you. And when you desire those more than anything, you will find them. Seek and you shall find. Ask and you will receive the answer. Knock and the door will be opened. But what are you seeking? Where are you seeking? Where are you knocking? Are you knocking on the door of your heart and soul? Or are you knocking on the door outside? Are you seeking the answers and the sources and the qualities that you want in someone or something? Or are you seeking them in the only place they can be found, within you? So you have to set that intention. And then you have to practice that. Like, for example, when my son passed, besides the initial, and even right away, because of my practice, my first response, besides no, was thank you, God. I bless everything. I'm grateful for everything. No, this can't be happening. Thank you, God. Now, it wasn't a form of denial or spiritual bypass. It was an automatic activation of a prayer I've been praying for years. And then throughout it, I let myself feel all the feelings. I met them. I held them. The pain, the grief, the sorrow, the agony, the loss. It's energy in motion, holding and witnessing I allowed it to move through me as it's meant to, and allowed it to take me deeper into my intention. Out of that, creativity arose. Out of that, my heart was cracked open instead of sealed shut. And I loved more. I loved more deeply. And I was able to receive more love and to receive it more deeply.